You know, it's you literally can do anything in this. It's like real life D&D, but set in a Grand Theft Auto setting. Essentially, is how you can kind of explain it. You know,
And really,
and there's people there are people that literally will do a dice roll to determine what happens with their character in certain situations.
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so like somebody like there's a guy. His name, the streamer's name's Alex. He plays. He typically plays two different characters. One's a criminal, one's a cop. And you can't there's a separation. Cops have to if you play a cop, it's based off the SOPs of California State Police. So like they essentially are learning California State Police law, and they have to know this stuff in order to become full-fledged police officers. They start as cadets. They go to cadet training school with people who have been cops on the server for a long time. Yeah, like
crazy.
Yeah, like it's so in depth, dude. That's why I'm saying it's so for me it's so much fun to watch.
Which is, I can't believe it doesn't. Well, like, you haven't bought a computer by now. For how much you've watched it.
Listen, man, I 100% want to get into it. I 100%. I
Tax
think
return time, bro. Come on, you get in, I'll get in. We'll get in together. I'm pretty sure. Like,
what's wild is right now the server blew up last year. This is 3.0 right now is what they're in, and 3.0 re-released the map. They took out a bunch of the admins. Took out a bunch of stuff. They added a bunch of stuff. They brought some new people into the team to help create some new things into the city. So like there's things that are in this game that aren't in the actual like GTA Online. And at any point, don't get me wrong, at any point Rockstar could shut this whole fucking thing down.
Shut it down now.
But they're making too much money off of it too, I think. So
I did buy GTA specifically to play GTA Online, but I haven't got it.
Yeah, GTA Online's still kind of fun. You know, you still have a lot because they do it like when they do something on the online server, it tends to come onto the modified maps as well. So like they added a tuner shop into the map release like 3 or 4 months ago. So that tuner shop came into the 5M server as well. So whenever there are updates on the online server, it comes into the city as well. So, but yeah, it's so in depth, dude. It's so cool, and so like I can't even remember how I got into it. I think I was watching a Fortnite streamer, I think like 4 years ago maybe or something, and then I caught a clip of her playing GTA Online, and then she came into contact with a character named Mr. K, and I watched it and I laughed hysterically at like this 30-second clip, and I was like, what was that? Yeah. And then my interest was piqued, and I went down the rabbit hole. I started looking, like finding out about it, and then I started watching Mr. K, and then I discovered the Chang Gang, which is, I think it's a pretty big inlet for a lot of people who start watching it, because those are some of the biggest guys on in the server. They all stream on Facebook now. They all moved off of Twitch and signed contract with Facebook Gaming, but they're all in the same city still. But that's how I got into it. But I think there was a big boom because when the new update came out, you had some of the biggest streamers on the platforms all coming on. XQC WoW came on. This man has 80,000 people watching him at any given time, 80,000 to 100,000. You have Valkyrie, who's a huge platforms on YouTube. You had Hassan, who's super political streamer on Twitch. Guy was part of the Young Turks, which is
I know the Young Turks.
Yeah, Hassan was he was in the Young Turks, and he's done debates with like people like Ann Coulter, fucking little Charlie Kirk. Keep my opinion to myself. Yeah, but again, it's just the community is so cool. And I think the wild part about it is what you were saying with the whole numbers thing. So like I watch, my favorite person watches Banana Bria. And she plays a character named Claire Seducer. She's leader of the Angels, which is it started out as a girl gang in GTA RP, and then became they actually added more.
What's the character's name?
The character's name is Claire Seducer. So like her original character was she would just she would just like walk around. She would hit on people and flirt with people.
Right.
Easy
match.
Yeah,
easy,
and
easy ploy for that one.
And then she had memory issues. So she would,
like in real life?
No, in her game, her character.
Okay,
She would go to bed, and the next day she would forget everything that happened the day before.
Okay.
So then she started to keep a fictional journal, and she would read it before she came out of her apartment every day. Yeah. So like that's how, because like she got married, like yeah. So like,
it's like,
and this is before
first dates.
Yeah. She got married and didn't remember being married, like all these different things. And I didn't watch. I started to kind of pay attention to her, but then Ashlyn was another character that I watched. She played Brenda Pancakes, who was she was a receptionist at a hospital. That's all that's what her character
Pancakes.
was. Yeah, she was a civilian she wouldn't do crime. She was involved with like different characters, blah blah blah, but she literally was a hospital receptionist.
Brenda.
Yeah. She checked people in and out of the hospital when they came in to get them into the beds with the doctors.
Pancakes.
Yep. That's Brenda Pancakes. Yeah, and Brenda later became a police officer. So, but anyway, Ashlyn created another character named Cassie Cupcakes, and then
oh my God,
Claire,
you know so
dude,
much.
Listen, bro, I've been in this, dude. It's all I watch. I don't watch normal TV anymore, man. I don't.
Hey, man, I don't.
This is so much better. I laugh so much at this. These people are so creative. They're so creative. They're so funny, dude. And if I'm going to give my money up, I'd rather give it up to somebody like this who,
right?
Like, rather than like sit here and watch some brain dead fucking TV show that's going to be determined by executives.
Do you have cable?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was cheaper for my internet, bro.
Fuck. Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Yeah. I use my Xfinity.
Okay, so
I do watch it on my phone.
So you do. That's why you think of the Nielsen rating system.
Yeah,
I'm in the YouTube. I'm in the internet.
Yeah.
I'm like so disconnected.
Viewers are
that.
You see people by the one, bro.
Yeah,
and that's why I thought it was such an interesting thing to bring up, because like Nielsen ratings is so wishy washy, dude. It's like, this is set a number of people on a couch in this households are all watching this program at this certain time. Anymore. I'm like, bro, how these motherfuckers? I'm sitting here every time a commercial break comes on one thing, I'm channel backing, or I'm going somewhere else until my show comes back on.
Nielsen Holdings,
dude, it's wild.
I didn't even want to dive into this. Oh, it's
just so. It's so outdated. I think.
I'm pretty sure that they have to have some sort of tie with Google and Google Analytics, or have something shared with what they're watching, because there is YouTube TV, which is insanely priced. Let me just say,
I know some people who have it, and I'm like,
wanted to get this out. YouTube, you need to lower that price point so I can get it. There's just no way I could pay. I'm pretty sure $60 a month. $60 a month. For YouTube TV.
Pulled up Netflix last night, and those motherfuckers dropped a message on me and said, we're raising you to $19.95. I was about ready to fucking throw some shit away. I was like, you know what, dude?
Just your price. Do you have anyone giving out your password? Do you have any secret users?
I don't. My sisters might still use it.
Dude, okay. Regardless of whether that's true or not. That's not true. Not true.
Okay.
You don't have anybody using your Netflix account.
I do have one person, actually.
No, you don't. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Because Robin Hood Snacks just said their podcast today that Netflix is going to be charging those users, charging you, the main account holder, for those users, judging on the IP address from which household is.
Bring it on, Netflix. I'm fucking rich, bro.
The fuck you, dude.
No, not at all. There's nobody using my shit, bro.
There's so many people.
Yeah. Fucking assholes. 1995.
Well, now they're probably just.
You better put out some better content. It's that fucking price hike better not be to pay for fucking Kanye, motherfuckers.
Right.
I mean, it's already rich. Why? You release that shit on a different channel or something, man. Get another drink here, Sammy.
Yeah, do you need one?
Yeah. I'll take a land shark. Can I have a land shark?
I got a whole another 12-pack upstairs.
Ooh. the only reason I brought up the Nielsen ratings because of like live streams, you see how many people are watching them. You know what I mean? So like with Twitch, you know, you can go to the big categories and see, you can literally see how many people are watching Twitch at one time. You know what I mean? You can go Grand Theft Auto, usually like 300,000, 400,000 or 500,000 people are watching on Twitch alone. And then you go, into Facebook gaming, which you usually probably have, I'd say maybe anywhere between 50 to 100,000 or more possibly on there just because of the GTA streamers that move there. And then you go to YouTube. Yeah, there's only one big YouTuber. It's Valkyrie is the only one who I think, but she's
You said that.
a monster on her own platform, man. So
It's like,
but I mean, like you take the number of like, you know,
here's a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, Valkyrae.
Yeah, you right. Among Us.
Yeah, like she's part of 100 Thieves, which is like I don't know, it was something I wrote down. Yeah, there's like,
but she actually plays.
Oh man, yeah, she plays GTRP, but she's like a variety streamer. She plays with a bunch of like, I'll tell you, man. There's, if you've never watched like Among Us, or like seen Among Us, you know the game Among Us?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
I bought it.
I haven't played it yet, and I want to find a group of people to play it with.
Right.
Because I think with the right group of friends, you can have a fucking good time. Because again, I've seen some of the games that they've played are like her and like there's people like Pokimane, Valkyrae. You know Corpse Husband?
Who?
Corpse Husband. Corpse Husband.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
He's like a music guy. He's also a streamer. He has a really deep voice like this, and girls fucking love it.
No.
Like he talks and her panties just fall right off, and he's just
they fall right off.
But he's super awkward and uncomfortable, and nobody's ever seen his face, or nobody looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
his voice does it.
He sings a song. He actually.
Oh, look, she's got all them swords back there.
I almost want you to play the song. Like he made a song called "E-Girls Are Ruining My Life."
I'll listen.
Dude, yeah. And the girl in the video link that usually pops up is Emma. I can't think of her name, but her name. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of shorts with her.
Choke me like you hate me, but you love me. You wanna date me when you fuck me.
That's his voice, bro. That's not a voice changer for anything. That's his voice. 3.
$56,000
just on Twitch. Just on Twitch subs. That doesn't include people donating straight cash or bits, which Twitch
is that big. Is that crypto?
Bits is just Twitch's version of like $1. It's like $1 gets you like 130 bits, or like $5 gets you like, you know what I mean? It kind of lines up.
That makes sense. That totally makes sense.
But it turns into dollar amount.
That's why I want to harness the live stream.
Yeah.
Because that connectivity to your audience is fucking legendary.
Yep.
Because it gives you the same amount of money that I make in a year.
So you think about it. So more likely she does get monetized. She probably does get she probably has monetized videos on YouTube, right? 782,000 subscriptions. She probably makes money off some YouTube videos. She makes $56,000 a month alone on Twitch. That doesn't include ads, which that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, the Google ad revenue.
The Twitch. I mean, literally, I think depending on if she's obviously not a contracted streamer through Twitch. They haven't signed her to a contract, so she makes I think it's like $3 to $6 per ad per 1,000 people. So think about it. She's 10,000 people. She plays 8 ads for 10,000 people. She's making $30-$40 per ad. She does that 8 hours, I think I actually did the math on this too somewhere. Hold on here. Like just as an example.
Let me pull out the old trusty dusty notebook.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh
wait, it's my little Star Wars one. That's right. Where is that? Grab it out of the bag.
Let me pull it out.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. Oh, of course, it's one of these deals where I'm just embarrassing myself.
Oh, it's okay. I have to edit. I have to edit everything anyway.
Look at this.
That's sexy. Oh, you got a nice UPSer hat.
Yeah, they put that in the bag that they gave me with like a UPS coat and like all kinds of stuff that's like extra.
Is that a Lord?
large.
Is that a Lord of the Rings notebook?
No, Star Wars, bro.
Sorry,
Yeah, come on, don't be offensive. Kidding.
it's Star Wars.
No, so where was it? Yeah, all right. So roughly, like streamers who are on contract with Twitch, like XQC or somebody, they make between $10-$20 an ad that gets run. So, which is kind of, I'll go into that in a second. But so like somebody like Amaranth, she makes $3.50 per ad per 1,000 people. So let's just say that she plays 8 ads, because I think she can set the number of ads she plays at a given time.
8 ads times 10,000 people.
8. So these are the numbers these are the numbers that I put up. Yeah, $3.50 per ad per 1,000 people. Let's say she plays 8 ads. Say she has 70,000 people watching her. So right there, she's making $1,960 just for running 8 ads. So let's say she runs
$8,000, 8,000. You said
1,960 for 8 ads. That's one sitting of ads. That's maybe 5 minutes, right? There's ads for 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 60. I don't think she doesn't pick the ads. She picks the number, and then she just hits, if there's a certain part of the stream she hits, she just play advertisement. This was just something that came up. This just came about a few years ago on Twitch. This didn't exist before.
Oh, that's cool. So she could
for them to get
that ad button.
If she ran, if she ran 8 ads, 25, if she ran those 8 ads 25 times in like an 8 or 9 hour stream, she made $49,000.
Oh my God.
Just on ad revenue from one stream. Right now, that's more like what XQC like. So the funny thing is, right, XQC does that shit.
XQC.
Yeah, XQC WoW or XQC Hour. It's like XQCOW, I think is what it is.
XQC OW. X. That's a C.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Q. C. W.
OW.
OW.
Yeah.
That's a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this guy.
So this guy, he usually
he's a big streamer.
So I have this. Let's see. Yeah, because I can do it. All right. So X usually averages, I'd probably say like 70,000 people. So his monthly subscriptions alone are 79,215.
Dollars or
no? That's how many people subscribe to his channel average. So 79,000 times 3.
Okay, so it goes by month.
Yeah.
And they have to renew every month?
Yeah. So like essentially all right, so there's gift subs where people would like gift subs to channels. They'll be like, yeah, I'll gift you 50 subs. That's like a few hundred, that's like $250. Those the terminology that the Twitch phrase for if somebody gifts like 50 subs or 100 subs, they're like Oilers. That's what they call. That's what chat will call them. They'll call them Oilers.
Because that's a lot.
Yeah.
So how does one get that many subs? Or is it because they bought that many months of sub?
No, that's per month. That's per month. That's it's individual subs per month. That's people who subscribe to that channel. So you can get gifted subs or you subscribe yourself.
So
right, and they're recurring subs unless you cancel it. It's like if you get gifted a sub, it runs out at the end of the month, right? If you're in a channel and somebody gifts 100 subs and you get one, you have the subscription at channels. That means you don't, when the ads get run, you don't see them. So, and you have like some other access to like things on the channel versus just being like a lurker who just comes in and watches for free.
For free.
Yeah. So, but
I would be a lurker.
Yeah, but see, I'm totally a lurker on a lot of channels, bro. I am a lurker. That's my personality, baby.
Well, listen. I'm pretty sure that's the whole point of the platform.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, and there are some streamers out there who will fucking like say some shit. But anyway, XQC though, because he has such a big following too, it's like 100,000 people. Whenever he like with GTA RP, especially.
Okay, so this is a GTA RP streamer.
So he came in the boom. Like he was big before. He did come in 2.0. But he's just a streamer in general. He plays everything. He was an Overwatch guy at first. So he was a professional Overwatch player.
Professional.
Yeah, he was a pro Overwatch player, I think, if I remember correctly. And then but his character's name is John Paul. Yeah, dude, but he had no idea what he was doing when he first came into the server, and he was just speed running everything. Like, he was not trying to develop his character. He got banned, server banned so many times because for rule breaks and stuff, and he started like really, I think he took on some like bigger names, started kind of looking at him and be like, listen, but anyway, so when he interacts with somebody small on a channel, like let's just say Ashlyn, for example, who I was talking about earlier, Cassie Cupcakes, right? She was his boss for a time at the Burger Shot, which is a burger restaurant where people actually are employed and work, whatever.
I fucking love the Burger Shot, man.
Dude. Oh, my God. I almost want you to listen to Sheldon's song. We'll get away from that for a minute. But anyway, when she would interact with him, his chat would start jumping over to her channel, and her views would go from like 900, 1,000 to 8,000. And they'd come in and they were like juicers here. That's what his fan base or whatever people in his cat, they're called juicers. They would be run ads. They would literally tell her to run ads to make money because they were all there. So, they were like, we just came into your channel, run an ad. We're here, run ads. That's what his chat would go in and tell her to do. Yeah, dude. So like, and your number's sitting there at 8,000. You're literally getting paid.
Fuck yeah.
And they'll continuously do it until she plays ads. And then when it comes back, they'll be like, we're still here. Run more. It was so cool to see.
Talk about a community reaching out.
Also like
there's cool
there's some
it.
really toxic people in his, like, that's one of the biggest problems with his community too, though, is a lot of people just love to watch him fucking mauled and get mad and scream and freak out because he has some of those moments, a lot of them.
Like a rage moment.
Yeah, like he rages out a lot, bro. He mauls. He mauls a lot. So like that's another thing that people like, that's his chat is toxic because they like that shit.
Yeah, because that's what they're there for.
Yeah. But going back to Amaranth, because that's where we were originally at, monthly, dude, that doesn't even end with it, right? Because she has an OnlyFans.
Oh.
So if you don't know Amaranth, she is a bikini streamer. That's essentially what she is. She's in the just chatting section categories. She is she's an ASMR streamer, which if you don't know what ASMR is, it's essentially what does ASMR actually mean?
Autonomous sensory.
Yeah.
Meridian. Is that meridian?
Yeah.
Response.
Yeah, and it's essentially
autonomous sensory.
It's essentially, because so many people, especially internet-bound headphones, are awesome. They pick up everything. You can turn the sounds up.
Listen, a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and it moves down the back of the neck and upper spine.
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't know there was a feeling.
Yeah. Yep. And the way that they do it, they'll even have microphones. They'll have editions on microphones with ears on them.
Yes.
Bro. Yes. And they'll crumple like paper. They'll like crush a can. They'll tap it with their fingernails. They'll lick it. They'll do all kinds of weird things to it, bro. But it has a viewing count for some reason. I've never gotten into it. It's always been a little too weird for me.
That's where the sensation.
But that's where she was like kind of really starting at, and then she started doing like bikini streams. She doesn't really play any games. She does play like Just Dance, but literally she does that just to like change outfits and stuff.
Just
whatever.
Dance and Mario Kart.
I won't judge because if I were a girl,
this woman is bringing
maybe would do it.
$1.5 million.
Get your bag.
1.5.
Get your bag, Amaranth.
Get your bag.
But she has an OnlyFans account too, right? So we got YouTube, we got Twitch subs. So she makes probably let's just around $100,000 off of Twitch and YouTube. That's probably a low estimate.
God bless.
Because she, that doesn't count bits. That doesn't count, whatever. That doesn't count. Sponsorship deals she may or may not have. She probably didn't have too many sponsorship deals with those certain things just because of the content. But now you go to OnlyFans. Her OnlyFans is $14.99. I got this off an article too. Got this
just an article.
Nothing else. I would have never pulled these numbers. I would have never. I like all these other numbers are easy for me to figure out because I was trying to Twitch stream a couple years ago. So like I knew all the Twitch numbers and shit. So her OnlyFans is $14.99, right? Let's just say She has 4.7 million followers on Instagram. Right?
Well, she had to move to Instagram for a period of time because she was banned on Twitch.
Yes, yeah.
Is she back on Twitch?
Oh, yeah, she'll always be back on. They make too much money off of her for them to permanently ban her. So she makes let's just say she makes $14.99 a month off OnlyFans subscriptions. She would only need 76,000 people to subscribe to her OnlyFans for her to make 1.1 mil a month on her OnlyFans. That equates to 1.6% of the amount of people that follow her on Instagram. Do we think that's doable?
I think we can make it happen.
I think she makes bank, bro, and good for her. Yeah. But like Sammy said, she is super smart. She's super well-spoken. Like super well-mannered. She lives in a house. They call it the Envy House. She lives in a house with the Botez sisters who are fucking chess players who are beasts.
She lives in the same house as them?
She lives in the same house with those two. Jesta Minx, who's an Irish girl who just came over to America, who's a big streamer, EU streamer who's over here now.
Oh.
And then who's the last one? Code Miko, who is a VTuber, which
okay, before we go to
I know. Let me say they all live in a house together, and they all. But I was watching the Botez sisters before I came here because they were live streaming. They're in downtown Las Vegas. They just have a table set up out on like in one of like the big like outside public areas. They have a table with a chessboard on, and there's just people coming up playing them, just random guys.
That's so cool.
Girls, like they're just coming up, and
That's
there's
wild.
19,000 people were watching them do that.
I just want to say,
so
before I get into the VTube,
well, it's that's why I figured that's where you're gonna jump into categories.
I wanted to talk to Amaranth. Is that how you say it?
Amaranth. Yeah.
Amaranth. When she makes an absurd amount of money, and she's like you said,
dude,
an intelligent woman. She has her horses, which is like I feel probably her only one of her only redemptions to get out of that world.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know, whenever you're ready to make that jump to buy your land, your farm where you have horses, I got a nice young man over here named Joey Laux who would love to be your farmhand and be that person who wants to talk to you and help you be a person again. He's ready to play that role for you and fill that position.
It's not wrong. I
was waiting a long time for that one.
Literally, I've been sitting here thinking to myself, I wonder what the market is for a dude ASMR streamer.
I mean,
I would totally.
It's probably there, dude. You have a sultry voice.
I would love. Yeah. I would love to just penetrate your lips. Yeah, I made that awkward. Sammy took his headphones off. He was like, I can't do this again. He was he was tongue punching my eardrums.
I felt your tongue in my ear.
Oh yeah,
I got the sensation.
Yeah, I'm just literally here just to test the waters and see if there's a market for dude ASMR streamers. Because
I think you got him, bro.
I mean, I don't see much of that going on. Yeah, dude, I think she's, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I think there's a lot of females who have, it seems like there's a lot of female gamer girls who have a problem with it.
Female gamer girls too?
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that are like, get your bag, sis. I wouldn't do it. But then there's a lot of them that are like, that's not what this platform's for.
Yeah.
Go use Chatterbait or something if you want to do that. And it's like, bro, she's not getting naked. So like, if Twitch allows it and they put an 18 plus on the channel, you can't bitch that she's making that bank off of what you're not willing to do for an audience.
That's what I feel it is. It's like, if your content is interesting enough, they will choose to watch your content.
Yeah.
It's not like, I think it's people frustrated because it's not,
I wish I started with this Land Shark. Nothing against. I love my Helltown beer, but I think it's skunked because it's old. Yeah, it's a little old.
It's all right. And these
But
are
these
little
are just-
these are a little old too, but
they're
still
so
sweet.
refreshing.
Like
They're so
sweet and
refreshing.
refreshing. I had one of these at the beach in Ocean City one time, and I'll never get that feeling out of this beer. So that's why I always like to go for it. It's a little expensive, a little on the expensive side, but I'm a cheap bastard.
It's just
Cheap
wild though,
bastard.
like going into like the money that is in there.
I'm glad I have the record button on. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I almost forgot about it.
I
pressed pause a while ago.
The money that's in all these platforms. I mean, this just goes into like Facebook gaming is always owned by Facebook, like Meta, whatever fuck you want to go there. I mean, who cares? But like YouTube was its own thing up until 2006 when Google bought them. And
that's. I mean, that shit's incredible. I love Google Analytics and YouTube, and I love how they're the same thing. And I put so much. It's for the past year. I've been putting so much emphasis into YouTube because it's the same thing as Google. It's said to be the second largest search engine in the world, but it's the first because it's still owned by Google. It's the same database of information. Because look. You search something in Google and it has videos.
Yep.
I mean, that's YouTube. It's searching everything. So I think it's even silly to say that it's the second biggest. It's a part of Google. So YouTube is where it's at, and that's why I think Twitch is not gonna. I don't think Twitch is ever gonna go away because they have such specific markets.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah. So 100%, man. I think. So Facebook's owned by itself, and Facebook's a fucking $1 trillion company valuation.
The
Meta.
What I
mean? It's so.
You mean the Meta?
Yeah, I was digging through the numbers to try and figure out the valuations for these companies because that's that's what they're essentially valued at. But YouTube, and they were bought by Google in 2006 for $1.6 billion. And they're worth 500 bill. That's how much YouTube's valuation is.
500 billion.
$500 billion is what YouTube's evaluation is right now. I think for 20, that was either March, that was either now or last year's evaluation. It's probably just the same or higher. Twitch was bought for, I think it was $978 million back in like 2014 or something. And they're
970.
Yeah, and their valuation is about $2 billion. $2 billion a year is about what they're looking at. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So and that's like a platform.
Like I said, I never even thought about it from Twitch's perspective. Like, if they're making that much off of Amaranth,
look at every streamer
times every stream.
$3 a streamer. Even if you decided to get on my Twitch channel tomorrow and be my only subscriber, they're taking $3 of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't see, and you don't see any money. Like how to become a partner it's insane. Like there's people that have streamed on Twitch for 3 years who haven't gotten partnered. And this goes back to the GTA community and why I think it's so cool, because it's all about, it's not about the person itself, like the streamer. It is about the streamer, but it's about the streamer and the character that they create. Like, that's what I think is cool about the GTA community. It's not just somebody like watching like XQC, whatever. He jumped on. If he didn't fucking play John Paul, he'd be playing his games. He played Elden Ring and made it was 70,000 people. So and I'm going back to the Angels. There's a guy, he was a mod. He was a moderator for somebody's channel. His name's ZPaps. And he created a character because he was pressured into it, or somebody, they were like, dude, come on, dude, just get on the server. He created a character. His name's Liam Law, and he joined the Angels. And he created the character. The Angels is a gang in the city. I talked about them earlier.
Okay,
Claire Seducer is the leader.
Right.
Yeah, and he joined the Angels. He created a character who is the brother of Lexi Law, who has been an Angel for like 2 years, whatever. That's the character. They must have talked about it, off stream, whatever, before he decided to do it. And but he didn't stream at all. Didn't stream. And they were like, you need to open your eyes. Then that's what they say on GTA as, you need to stream. You need to open your eyes. Like,
and you must open your eyes.
You can't refer to chat. You can't meta. You know, like people in character, like they can't know things in the city. Like they can't, if they find out something.
If you're not streaming.
Yeah. Well, no, if you're in the city, like they can't, even if you're out of the city, if you find something outside of the city when you're in it, you can't know it in the city. Your character has to find these things out in game for you to be able to use these things. Right. So it's just like, it's like D&D, right? You might be privy to what my character can do, but you can't do anything about it unless you have the opportunity in game to do it. You know what I mean? So like, you know, if one character gets kidnapped by another character and then they kill him and they dump him in the ocean, and that other character knows outside of character, they know, oh yeah, fucking that guy did it. They can't do anything about it until they find out in game. So like you have to, and that's what you know what I mean? So when they say open your eyes up, that means, you know, that means you're streaming. That means you have an audience. This guy went from this guy, his name's Z-Paps. He plays Liam Law. He went from
open your eyes.
Yeah, which means you're
wild,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. And then like they refer to their chat as their brain. Like, yeah, people in my brain are saying stuff. And that's their chat.
That's
so
fucking crazy.
But if you ever, like most GTA RP streamers, if you put exclamation point, because every channel has commands. So if like streamers will set up commands, or moderators for channels will set up commands in a Twitch stream. It'll be exclamation point and then a word. And then that word will trigger an automatic message to pop up.
Okay.
And so if like most of them have hashtag meta. And it says like if you do exclamation point meta, it'll come up and be like, we're telling you for the 800th time, don't fucking meta in this channel. She can't know these things, so don't come in the chat and ask a question or tell her to do something that she can't do because she doesn't know this stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's people who jump from channel to channel. Whatever. This dude,
no, but like, hey, go here.
This dude went from just never streaming, didn't even have a character, never streaming, started streaming, got affiliate and partner in a month.
That's incredible.
Because of the community in itself. And it's mainly because of the Angels community. And the Angels community is only 8 streamers, probably 5,000 viewers. Maybe. Banana probably gets about 4,000 viewers. And everybody else is maybe and that's what I'm saying, dude. And these Banana gets 4,000 subs a month. That's living money, bro. That's 4,000 times 3. You know, a month.
4 times 3 is 12.
Yeah. 12,000, like a little, like 4,400 subscribers is what she has now. So it's like 13 grand. 13 grand a month.
Fuck yeah.
That's easy to do. That's $130,000 a year.
Oh man, that would be pretty cool.
You know, like,
and
that's all she does. She streams Monday through Friday for like 10 hours a day.
I guess that's like,
yeah. I mean, you have to be there all the time. And still, dude, I go to work. 7-8 hours a day.
Work is stupid. I hate going to work.
Bro, I haven't even sniffed $100,000 yet. Sammy, I got a 20-year black today, man.
He did get. Let's take a moment, everybody, to recognize this fucking Cholo. Fucking, hey Cholo, you ever watch your mom's house podcast? Yes, fucking Cholo. 20 years at UPS. Congratulations.
Be out here during my first podcast. Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Oh man, this sucks.
I thought it was in on the first one. That's sweet.
Yeah,
that's cool to know. Hear you say out loud, because like that's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm so close to success, but yet so close to failure at the same time.
I think it's just such a niche thing. You know what I mean? Like I think that's why for me, I see more.
Some people get that month, and they're in.
That's it, man.
Or some people get that 5 years, and then they're in.
there's other people on the server who have been characters in stream and they have barely broken 15 to 20 viewers a week. Like I go through different channels like all the time. Dude, when I wake up in the morning, usually about 6:30.
Just go straight to it.
Well, I go to it because I'm not trying to get invested in something else on TV. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to like put on a movie and watch it for like. Be like,
And you
oh, yeah,
have
it's good.
cable, sir.
Yeah.
You have cable.
Well,
okay?
you know, that's like I love my bed.
I don't know
why I emphasized it like that, but I was just like felt like the delivery was right, man. I was just like,
You got-
love my bed, man.
Right here. Right in the ear.
Macaroni with the chicken strips. I want everybody to know I literally am holding Sammy at knife point. Like I broke into his house to be like, "Come on your fucking podcast, man."
No, he didn't.
I've been begging him forever. And
No,
he's just
it's-
like, "You're
it's the other way around.
embarrassing. I want you here."
I've been-
Told him I was gonna infiltrate him from behind. Feels weird, man.
You don't need to see that.